Guys, there is a little bit of a problem at the moment. I wasn't looking at Twitter because, like, don't look at Twitter. I just don't really like the platform and, like, did some people on it. And that's why I don't really go there. But it looks like I'm going to have to do that because look at this. What, reverse? Why? Reverse a law? Like, what? Druvis? Druvis with Melania. Druvis rerun. So as you can see here on the Chinese schedule that we were like following until now, the Druvis that was supposed to go with Pickles, it's on Melania's banner instead. Now, this makes everything different now. This changes everything, like Mamtash says. I love the guy, but it's a meme at this point. Now, okay, so this banner, it's a little bit of a problem now. Why? Not necessarily Druvis being with Melania banner. The fact that we're not following China anymore. Are we following China? Are we not following China? Are the rate up just switched, or is everything gonna be free for all now when it comes to rate ups? Now, I do not think it's almost impossible, even from a business standpoint, with like mentality. It's almost impossible to change the limited banners because they have whole updates with content tailored on them, right? So Melania and Pickles have to be in 1.1. You cannot make the Rimet Cup with like Changeling finding the cup and like Tooth Fairy running around stealing shit, right? It sounds a little silly, right? So we should be safe when it comes to major choices, but the fact that they're gonna change the radar banner also changes, fucks up all of our plans. Like I made multiple videos about like just planning on this red up, this banner, this update has this limited banner, this rate up. So if you want to get that one, then skip that one. Then like, okay, if you go Tooth Fairy, then you don't have to pick on Lilia because Lilia is right before the rate up. So you can do. Now we can't do that anymore because we don't know who's coming, at least from the rate up. So they switched Voyager with Druvis, but did they do that? We don't know. We only know that Druvis is coming with Melania. The second one might not with Pickles might not even be Voyager. What if it's something like Anna Lee? What if it's something like Anna Lee or worse, Centurion? What if Centurion is coming on the rate up right before Tooth Fairy? All of the Centurion wanters saving for Centurion rerun are gonna like lose their mind because you're gonna have to like get, especially as free to play. It's gonna destroy all of your plans. So this is a big deal in my opinion. Not the biggest of deals, but it's like a mid-size deal because like this is gonna change all of the rate ups, potentially screw up all of our plans, especially as free to play again, because we were following the China and organizing our pools, saying like with those in mind, with that lineup in mind. So okay, Tooth Fairy is coming with Regulus. I don't give a fuck about Regulus. Then that's fine. I'm gonna go for Tooth Fairy and have enough pulls to get, I don't know, if it's skip changeling, have enough pulls to get Anna Lee. But what if Anna Lee is coming with Tooth Fairy? That's a catastrophe, right? That's a tragedy. How the fuck are you gonna get both? We're not if you're free to play. Let's be honest. Unless it's like 0.0001% of you guys that are gonna just temple and get Tooth Fairy and then temple and get Anna Lee, or like temple Tooth Fairy and 60 pull Anna Lee. That's possible, but you need to be extremely lucky, and it's not a reliable situation where you can like plan on, right? So it could happen at any point or never. So this is a little bit of a big deal in my opinion. I really don't like this. After we saw Sotheby and A Knight, because our standard rate up, so it's the same category of the ones that they're now changing. After I saw these, I was like, okay, good. We're done. We're following China. Let's go. Let's fucking plan, right? Now we can't anymore. It's a little weird, right? Because now, okay, this banner is pretty good, and people were maybe gonna skip Melania, so that's why maybe they did that. They were gonna like, the Voyager was too big of a banner, too much of appealing as a banner compared to Melania, maybe because like because Melania is a DPS. So if you have two DPSs, you don't need Melania, right? Or if you have one DPS and you have Sotepi, then you don't go for Melania because you're trying to get Changeling later, right? So maybe Voyager was gonna be a good, like a too big of a pair with Melania, because like Voyager is a support, so people were generally more prone to get this banner instead of like the support instead of a DPS, right? So I mean the rate ups are like kind of meh because everybody has Dike. You don't really need portraits over. Same with like necrologists. Even if you don't have necrologists, not having necrologists is like not that big of a deal, to be honest. At this point of the game, you probably have at least 2 healers. If you don't, necrologist can be used as a healer, but you need like a couple of Ps. So I don't know. It's a little weird. And then we're gonna get Druvis with Melania. Druvis banner is meh as fuck. Unless you like Druvis, this banner is pointless. That's why maybe they want to boost a little bit more of Melania sales with the mid banner, because this is the midest banner of them all. Druvis with X and click. It doesn't matter if you like them. From a meta standpoint, which is what majority of the people, especially free to play, are gonna follow on, this banner is super mid. You don't need Druvis. You absolutely can't even use properly X and click. You can't. They're 5 stars, but they're the wrong flatter. So even A Knight, which is a 6-star and it's really powerful, is still just okay compared to other DPSs just because of his Spirit of Flatter. So I need to wait for his side tube coming in 1.4 just to make it as good as the other DPSs. So imagine a 5-star intelligence and Spirit, right? So it doesn't matter. They can be used. Losing my voice. They can be used, yes, but they're not meta at all. So people pulling for, they're not gonna pull on purpose for a banner like this, unless you want Druvis. She's your waifu, or you think that she's cool and you want it and you don't give a fuck. Good for you. Giga Chad, actually a Sigma grind set, but majority of the people are not gonna think like that. So that's why it's probably here, right? It's probably like with Melania. And Voyager is with Pickles. Now, Pickle banner, I think Pickles banners is more valuable than Melania as a banner. So it makes no sense in my head, because Voyager people that didn't want to get Melania were gonna get Voyager, and people that wanted to get Voyager didn't get Melania, right? I don't know if did I do the opposite or not. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean, right? So Pickles banner, it's more, in my opinion, is more valuable than Melania's banner by a fuck ton. Oh, sure, you have Balloon Party on Melania's banner, but you might not need Melania or not want to pull on Melania on purpose because of 1.2. And Sweetheart is basically a redundant option because she's a DPS. So if you're pulling for Melania, why would you use Sweetheart, right? So unless you're trying to be cheap about it and do like a temple and hopefully you get a second DPS that you can use, right? Or your healer, like you want to get Balloon Party if you don't have her. This is the first rerun, the first retap for Balloon Party. So if you don't have her, maybe invest some pulls on it. Try to get her like Temple Max, let's say, and then if you don't get her, move on. I know it's annoying, but it is what it is because you can't really guarantee the 5 stars in this game. Not even the rate ups. And so maybe they're putting Druvis there and Voyager on Pickles. I think this is even worse. Because like Pickles banner has Omega value, as like crazy value. Baby Blue, cracked mental debuffer support. Diggers, cracked universal debuffer support. Pickles, cracked super versatile DPS / support. Like what the fuck? And then you put Voyager after with it. Let's say after is just like here geometrically on the lineup of this website. But Voyager is gonna be on Pickles banner. That makes no sense to me. Before you had a nice choice, like if you don't want a DPS, you go for the support or just skip everything, right? If you're skipping everything, you don't care. But now it's 2 supports at the same time. with Pickle being the bigger banner because he also has really nice and good and strong 5 stars, while Voyager is the only one good here. Otherwise, like Dick is good, but you already have it for free, and Necrology is just like mid, right? So I don't understand why they did this. Is Lilia even coming out? Is Lilia coming out with Tooth Fairy? Is like Regulus gonna be switched with Anna Lee, and you're gonna have Anna Lee Tooth Fairy? It's gonna, like, a lot of people are gonna lose their mind because, like, now what you can do now in 1.2, you can get Tooth Fairy and then skip Changeling and try to get Anna Lee if you got lucky on Tooth Fairy, right? At least you didn't fail the 50-50 if you're saving. If you're not doing the Poison team, this is a really good lineup, or even Eternity, right? Depends on which one you want to do, or you save for Shamane. Now, if you get into Fairy and Anna Lee is going to be instead of Regulus, it's going to be a little bit of a problem, right? So this was just a heads up. Like, from now on, I will, and you should be too, change your mentality when it comes to rate up banners, at least, because I really don't think they're gonna change the 1.1, 1.2. They're gonna have different stories. They're gonna have the same story with the characters inside. You cannot put another character. You can put Shamane on the Remit Cup, right? You can put Changeling on 1.3. It makes no sense, right? So those are gonna stay like that, surely. Maybe they're gonna even switch. They might even switch the order. They might switch the order. The only thing that I can see is they might switch the order as well of 1.2 or 1.1. 1.1 they didn't because Melania is coming, so I am assuming that 1.2, 1.3 they're gonna stay like that. But who knows now? Everything is up in the air, so be careful when you are planning, because like the planning now is gonna be a little more problematic because you have to assume that they might switch up the order of the banners, even on the normal, even on the actual update, even on the limited ones. At least switch the order. Tooth Fairy might come after Changeling at this point. We don't know. Now, for now, they basically confirmed that we're getting Melania first, right? So maybe that's an indication that they're not going to change the order of those. But who knows in the futures, right? In the future, we don't know. There might be just testing a little bit, right? So yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna stall too much. It was just like a mega rant, like to let you guys know what is happening. This is a kind of a big deal in my opinion, especially for planners, like free-to-play players planning to get characters. There's gonna be a big problem, or a good thing. What do you guys think? It's gonna be a good thing or a bad thing? It might be a good thing because, like, maybe Centurion that you were supposed to save for 3 months is coming tomorrow. Like, who knows? Tomorrow, whatever. You know what I mean? Like like after instead of Voyager, we're gonna get Druvis and Centurion. Maybe they're not gonna just switch. Maybe they're gonna move around the banners as well from other updates, right? So that's it. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. If you have like any other idea what is going on, or if your plans have changed, if you got fucked up by this change of lineup, let me know in the comments. Leave a like if you like the video, and subscribe for more. Maybe follow my Twitch on twitch.tv/Jakazin, and see you there. See you whatever you want. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.